Moonlight bleeds through the swinging door, whiskey breath and the devil's scorn. She sat there smiling, black lace and flame. Said, boy, I don't even need your name. Right through the smoke, don't look behind. Fire and ice, a thief of time. One hand on fate, one on the road. I'll burn my soul before I'm old. Dust on my boots, Sims on my chest. Her laugh cut deep, I failed that test. She whispered, son, you're mine tonight. And I knew damn well she just might. Right through the smoke, don't look behind. Fire and ice, a thief of time. One hand on fate, one on the road. I'll burn my soul before I'm old. Every saint's got a scar to hide. Every killer's got tears inside. She took my hand, the world turned slow, and I rode with her, no man knows. Right through the smoke, through fire and shame, I drink to death. She'll call my name. When the morning comes, they'll never know if I found heaven or lost my soul. Smoke in the glass, dust in the air, a ghost in black pulls up a chair. He nods once and don't need no name, just two old souls playing the same game. Bottle half gone, cards on the wood. We both know bad from good. slow. Says, boy, you've grown. I laugh back, you ain't ever flown. The devil don't drink alone. He waits for men made of stone. Every deal's just blood and bone. Yeah, the devil don't drink alone. Don't drink alone. Me, son, you riding far. I point my thumb toward the star. He pours the last drop, says, ain't that fine? I toast him once, your old man. The jukebox hums, the world stands still. Two old riders with the same old will. He takes his hat, I take my sin. Says next round. When you ride again, the devil don't drink alone. He calls when the wind is grown. You raise your glass, you pay your toll. 'Cause the devil, he don't drink alone. 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 She walks with death like she owns the flames. A pistol queen with no need for names. Leather boots and a steady hand. When justice fails, she'll make her stand. So ride on, girl, let the devil stare. Ain't no fear in the desert air. Stealing fire and you're breathing truth. You don't blink when you aim for proof. They said the West was long gone dead, but she brings legends back instead. One hand grips faith, the other revenge. She's got a promise she's bound to avenge. So ride on, girl, let the devil stare. Ain't no mercy in that cold glare. She don't break, she don't beg, just moves with sands behind and the truth she proves. There's a pact between fire and soul. She rides with death but stays in control. When lines get blurred between right and wrong, her bullet's sharp and her will is strong. So ride on, girl, don't look back. Let them fear that ghost in black. You ain't running, you're setting loose. One last round of loaded truth. rode through fire with dust in her veins, leather and sorrow stitched into her name. Her Harley hummed like a midnight song on the edge of rage and quiet calm. The cross cast long in the dying light. She drank alone, talking to the night. A bottle, a key, a final vow. She buried more than time allowed. Ashes in a rear view, the smoke in the sky. A woman made of thunder with no more tears to cry. She rode past mercy and kissed goodbye to fear. Now the road remembers every mile she disappeared. They said she lost him in a back road fight, but she still talks to him every night. A flask, a knife, a patch of grace, a ghost she keeps in a sacred place. The grave don't answer, the engine moans, the wind just howls through broken bones, but she still rides like she ain't done yet, with the devil's cross and no regrets. Ashes in a rear view, whiskey in her blood. A woman forged in silence and born out of the mud. She don't beg for help, she don't pray for peace. She just rides for all the outlaws that the world won't ever release. Came from a town where the lights burn low, hand-me-down dreams and a long dirt road. People said a boy like me should stay, but I packed my grit and I rode away. Every setback carved a scar in me, but scars make steel when you let them breathe. I rise from the dust, boots heavy with pain, turn every hard time into fuel for the flame. just tighten my gloves, cause the dirt don't break what the fire builds up, yeah. Yeah, I rise from the dust, ain't no giving up. Beat a country chest, got a southern soul that won't settle for less. Outlaw hustle running through my veins, rock and roll thunder in my rib cage. Yeah, low times hit like a 12-pound punch, but I swing back twice with a louder crunch. Yeah, I rise from the dust, boots heavy with pain, turn every hard time, and the fuel for the flame when the world says quit. I just tighten my gloves, cause the dirt don't break what the fire builds up. Yeah, I rise from the dust, ain't no giving up. Yeah, I came from the bottom, from the grit and the gravel, walked through hell just to watch it unravel. Every note that they threw only sharpened my aim. Now I'm shooting for the sky with a rider's flame. Ain't look, it's the grind, sun up to sundown. If you look for me now, I'm the storm in the sound. If you look for me now, I'm the storm in the sound. Yeah, I rise from the dust, fist ready to fight, made my own path, through the hardest nights. If the world turns cold, I'll heat it with trust, cause legends are born when they rise from the dust. You no matter the way, ain't no breaking us. We rise from the dust. Creeping over red clay road, dust on my boots and a heavy soul. Radio humming that old skinny line, got a long stretch of freedom and a little bit of time. Wind in my hair past the county line sign. Every mile I'm leaving one more worry behind. Riding down the southern highway, got the sky as my roof, Lord, I'm on my way. Pickup growling like a rebel drum, heart beating to the rhythm of where I'm from. Ain't no better feeling than today, riding down the southern highway. Sweet tea dreams in the glove box seat, boot prints tap into a hip-hop beat. Moonshine nights and neon in the rear view. Life gets clearer when it's just me and the truth. Let the back rows talk, let the past unwind. Chasing down tomorrow 1 mile at a time. Riding down the southern highway, got the sky as my roof, Lord, I'm on my way. Pickup calling like a rebel drum, heart beating to the rhythm of where I'm from. Ain't no better feeling than today, riding down the southern highway. Maybe I'm running, maybe I'm found, maybe this blacktop is holy ground. Either way, I'll keep rolling through, cause freedom feels like the wind when it's pulling you. Riding down the southern highway, got the sky as my roof, Lord, I'm on my way. Stories in the dust, fire in my veins, a wild heart cowboy with gas in the tank. Yeah, life hits different when you break away, riding down the like a wildfire sky. Boots on concrete, but the cowboy won't die. Got a buckle from the past, shine warning, no, but the neon makes it gleam like it's dipped in gold. Bull riding dreams in a barroom haze. Country songs echo through the downtown maze. I ain't the open plains, but I still ride proud. I'm a lone star burning through a city crowd. Neon rodeo nights, where the wild hearts glow in electric lights. Spurs still rattle, but the vibe feels right. Riding through the city like a stallion's flight. Yeah, we buckle up tight under neon rodeo nights. Whiskey pours smooth as a DJ spins. Trap beats dancing with the mandolin. A girl in fringe moves like a wildfire wind. She's a city-born storm with a country grin. Yeah, streets I shimmer like a desert heat, but my heart gallops hard to a banjo beat. Old school roots with a new world shine. It's rodeo rhythms where our worlds align. Neon rodeo nights, where the wild hearts glow in electric lights. Spurs still rattle, but the vibe feels right. Ride through the city like a stallion's flight. Yeah, we buckle up tight under neon rodeo nights. Yeah. Boots on the pavement, cowboy in the matrix. Two-step swagger with the sin-ring bass hits. Rodeo dreams on a city-made playlist. Country boy soul, but the nightlife shapes it. Ain't about you from, but where you roam. I find new prairies in the downtown chrome, and every hot night feels just like home under neon lights where the wild ones roam. Neon rodeo nights, where the lost and the bold collide in lights. Hold me close when the moon burns bright. Spin me around like a rodeo fight. Yeah, we're living this life under neon rodeo nights. Start the engine, let the thunder roll. Chrome shining dirty like a wetted soul. Leather on my back, dust on my jeans. Riding through the night with a wild heart dreams. Wind in my face, ain't got nothing to lose. Road signs blur like a shot of bad news. Steel horses and whiskey nights, burning down the highway lights. Freedom in the way we ride. No map, no rules, just a fire inside. Steel horses and whiskey nights, that's the life that keeps me alive. Tailpipe spitting heat like a wild Mustang. Beat drops heavy when the chain gang sang. Moon on the tank, boots hit the dirt. Heart full of trouble, but I ain't never hurt. My past in the mirror getting smaller behind. I ain't looking back, no ties left to bind. Steel horses and whiskey nights, burning down the highway lights. Freedom in the way we ride. No map, no rules, just a fire inside. Steel horses and whiskey nights, that's the life that keeps me alive. And when the dawn comes crawling slow, I'll still be running where the wild winds blow. Ain't no cage built strong enough for me. Born for the road, born for the speed. Steel horses and whiskey nights, raise hell till the morning bites. Brothers riding side by side, engines howl like wolves in the night. Steel horses and whiskey nights, that's the life. And it feels just right. brakes hum by the side of the track. Leather creaks loud on my weathered back. Sunset bleeds on a rusted old sign, and death sits grinning like she's biding her time. Whiskey, leather, and dust on my tongue, riding till the reaper plays his song. A gun in my boot, a flame in my chest. I ain't running, just chasing what's left. She's got lips like smoke and a gaze like knives. Riding shotgun with ghosts from past lives. The road is a prayer, the silence a drum. Every mile I burn, I become what I run from. Whiskey, leather, and dust on my soul. A shadow behind me I'll never control. The ride ain't holy, but the road is mine. I'll meet death again. Just give me time. Leather and dust on my soul. A shadow behind me I'll never control. The ride ain't holy, but the road is mine. I'll meet death again. Just give me time. Turns cold, ties hum low on the cracked black road. Locals whisper about the ones long gone, riders who died but still ride on. Headlights flicker like a warning sign, some breeze out in the power line. See if you hear engines when there ain't none running, you best turn back cause the dark is coming. Ghost riders of Highway 21, burning through the night like a smoking gun. Leather and steel in the pale moonlight, here then gone like a flash of white. If you see them riding, boy, you better run. Ghost riders of Highway 21. Tales say they roam where the storms roll through, chrome bones rattling in a midnight hue. No face beneath the shadow brim, just hollow eyes on a road grown dim. Some say vengeance, some say fate, but none who chase ever get home late. When the thunder cracks and the wind goes numb, you can hear them whisper, kid, don't come. Ghost riders of 21. Some nights I swear they call my name, like they knew my sins, like they knew my shame. I hit the gas till the fear broke free, 'cause the dead don't stop once they circle thee. Ghost riders of Highway 21 echo through the dark when the day is done. Engines howl like a funeral drum. If you hear them coming, you don't outrun. Ghost riders still riding on and on down Highway 21. She'ing down slow at the devil's dealing table, whiskey burning hands weren't too stable. She had eyes like smoking guns. Death was smiling, game begun. Cards were stained and the stakes were steep. She played for freedom, he played for sleep. No bluffing now, no second breath. Only one walks out, the other meets death. It's a card game with a reaper, darling. You don't fold and you don't flinch. One wrong move and he'll come calling. Death don't deal no second inch. Whiskey drips and the candles low. You play that hand or let him go. It's a card game with a reaper, darling, and he never loses slow. Boots on the table, nerves of steel. She lit a smoke and spun the wheel. Raised the bed with a crooked smile. He grinned back, hadn't blinked in a while. Voices hushed, the room grew cold. Even jukebox paused like it was told. He laid down bones black as coal. She smirked and played her cowboy soul. It's a card game with a reaper, darling. You don't fold and you don't flinch. One wrong move and he'll come calling. Death don't deal no second inch. Whiskey drips and the candles low. You play that hand or let him go. It's a card game with a reaper, darling, and he never loses slow. grew thin. He cracked his knuckles, bone on skin. One last glance, one final breath. She drew 5 hearts and laughed at death. It's a card game with the reaper, baby. Blood or whiskey, choose your sin. You can't cheat the final dealer, but damn, she played to win.
I've been living with trouble like a stitch to my name. Never cared about wanting, never cared about blame. Walked through enough heat to burn the fear clean out of me. Every road I touch turns rough, but I can move and free. I seen many folk quit when the stakes got tight. Me, I stayed locked and ready for the next hard fight. There's a line you cross once, then you can't turn back. I crossed a young kid pushing down a long dog track. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I've been close enough times to call it company. If it comes my way, let it find me standing tall. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I'll answer the call. I made peace with danger, cause danger makes space for me. Did things I won't brag on, but they set my spirit free. I don't look for trouble, but I don't move aside. If a man still strong, I meet him with the same hard pride. I live with choices that will break a soft spine. Never ask for mercy, never look for a sign. Some nights here heavy, but I still stay sharp. I'm the kind that keeps going even when the world turns dark. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I've been close enough times to call it company. If it comes my way, let it find me standing tall. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I'll answer the call. I don't chase glory, don't chase a hero's name. I chase a steady breath after losing every game. Saw men sell out quick just to dodge a little pain. I chose a harder road, kept walking through the strain. My hands held anger, my hands held truth. Both shaped me tougher than I was in my youth. I'm built from moments no sane man wants, and I carry them quiet like old men pay wants. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I've been close enough times to call it company. If it comes my way, let it find me standing tall. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I'll answer the call. If tomorrow falls short, I won't lose my breath. I've been walking with danger, learning not to fear death. I fought for my ground when the world tried to take. I learned how to rise every time some break. I don't bow to pressure, don't fold under weight. I live with decisions that shape my fate. If the end shows up, it'll see no shame. Just a worn out outlaw who stayed true to his name. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I've been close enough times to call it company. If it comes my way, let it find me standing tall. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I'll answer the call. I don't fear the silence, I don't fear the cost. I only fear quitting after every fight I lost. If the road ends soon, let it end on my terms, with my soul still burning from every lesson learned. Death don't scare cowboys like me. And I've stood too close too long to bow to plea. If he steps in front, I'll meet it like an equal. My side, my wall, know the scene is streetful. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I'll answer the call. I don't fear the silence, I don't fear the cost, I only fear quitting after every fight I lost. Hit the road in soon, let it in on my terms, with my soul still burning from every lesson learned. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I've stood too close too long to bow to plead. If it steps in front, I meet it like a knee. Sun climbs slow on a dusty ridge. Leather rain swinging on an old wood bridge. Boots hitting ground with a steady beat. Freedom a song that starts at your feet. Doesn't matter if it's steel or hide, as long as I'm moving, I'm alive inside. Free on the saddle or behind the wheel, chasing that horizon I was born to feel. Let the engines roar or the horses fly, either way I'm running where the wild runs high. Yeah, I ain't made for standing still. I'm free on the saddle or behind the wheel. Blacktop stretches like a long gone friend. Radio humming while the world's unbanned. Dust from the tires, wind in my face. Freedom's a rhythm you don't replace. Some find home in a quiet town, but I'm the kind that keeps rolling around. Free on the saddle or behind the wheel, chasing that horizon I was born to feel. Let the engines roar or the horses fly, either way I'm running where the wild runs high. Yeah, I ain't made for standing still. I'm free on the saddle or behind the wheel. Yeah, whether it's horsepower or horsepower engine, I'm a lone wolf rider with a wild heart vision. Miles in my pocket, freedom on deck, leave the past in dust, no regrets on my neck. City lights fade, but the moon stays real. I'm built to chase life, not stand still. Free on the saddle or behind the wheel, I go where the roads and rivers heal. Let the storm clouds come, let the night get loud. I'm the kind who finds his truth in the clouds. Yeah, the world feels right when the wind is real. I'm free on the saddle or behind the wheel. Dropping low on the edge of the phone, rust on the gay rifle hanging on my arm. Got dust on my jacket, fire in my chest. Some things you fight for, you don't second guess. They're coming down the road with the city law grin, talking about money buying my kin. But this land, my blood carved into my spine. Ain't no man crossing my barbed wire line. Boots on the barbed wire line, standing where my father stood in his time. Wind may cut and the world may grind, but ain't nobody taking what's rightfully mine. I'll hold this ground till the stars resign. Boots planted firm on the barbed wire line. Mama raised me tough with a Bible and grit. Said some protect the roots of the tree won't fit. Got sweat in the soil from 100 years, and the ghosts of my kin whisper in my ears. They can flash contracts, they can flash gold, but some things can't ever be bought or sold. This land's my story, every scar, every sign. I'll fight for it all till the day I die. Till the day I die. Boots on the barbed wire line, standing where my father stood in his time. Wind may cut and the world may grind, but ain't nobody taking what's rightfully mine. I'll hold this ground till the stars resign. Boots planted firm on the barbed wire line. Yeah, they say the world's changing, but I ain't moving. Got the dust, got the backbone, country proving. City boys talk like they run this land, but they ain't never bled work through their hands. I'm the last line standing, the old way breathing. Boot prints deep where the soul keeps speaking. Cross that wire, boy, you better be sure, cause my roots run deep and my will runs pure. Boots on the barbed wire line, holding strong while the big world climbs. You could take my sleep, but not my pride. You find me here till the river runs dry. When the angels call, I'll still be fighting time. Boots and soul on the barbed wire line. For cages or control, even algorithms can't tame a restless soul. Still horses in a digital world, kicking up sparks like the old days dirt, riding fast through the noise and cold. Old cowboy spirit in a brand new road. Yeah, we're wired but wild, flags still unfurled. Still horses in a digital world. Leather jacket with a chipset frame, Bluetooth humming like a ghostly flame. Scrolling through life like a timeline game, but the wild out west still calls my name. They say the frontier's dead, I say hell no. It moved from the plains to the fiber optic glow. We used to fight battles where the cold wind blows. Just traded revolvers for a net flank flow. Riding through the matrix with the dust in my veins, uploading my trauma, downloading the pain. Got a steel horse engine sing to the brain, and a rebel coded spirit they can never contain. I'm a glitch in the system, outlaw online, country boy swagger with a barcode spine, but I'll never trade the freedom that I call mine. Digital world, same old cowboy grind. Still horses in a digital world, kicking up sparks like the old days dirt, riding fast through the noise and cold. Old cowboy spirit in a brand new road. Yeah, we're wired but wild, flags still unfurled. Still horses in a digital world. lights couldn't do the midnight rain. Trying to outrun memories that still know my name. Your shadow sitting in the passenger seat, but it fades every time I hit the back road beat. I told myself I'd mend with time, but these country miles just rewind. Heartbreak on the back road, where the gravel kicks up stories we ain't told. I'm driving through the pieces of what we were. Every turn reminds me of losing her. Yeah, love hits harder when the night runs cold. Oh, heartbreak on the back road. Radio's playing our forgotten song. I turn it down, but the pain stays strong. Moonlight paints you in the rear view glass. A ghost on the highway I can't drive past. Try to leave you far behind, but every lost road feels like mine. Heartbreak on the back road, where the gravel kicks up stories we ain't told. I'm driving through the pieces of what we were. Every turn reminds me of losing her. Yeah, love hits harder when the night runs cold. Oh, heartbreak on the back road. Yeah, the tires keep spinning, but I stay stuck. Broken down dreams running low on luck. You took the sunrise when you walked away. Left me chasing shadows in a world so gray. Now the road keeps humming that lonely tune, while I ride with a heart that broke too soon. Yeah, heartbreak on the back road, dust in the air where the memories go. I'm holding on to nothing but the echoes live, trying to fill the spaces where your loved ones slip. Yeah, nights get colder when you're driving alone. Oh, heartbreak on the back road, still trying to make it home. Heartbreak on the back road. Back road. Sun dropping low on the edge of the farm. Rust on the gauge rifle hanging on my arm. Got dust on my jacket, fire in my chest. Some things you fight for, you don't second guess. They're coming down the road with the city law grant, talking about money and buying my kin. But this land's my blood carved into my spine. Ain't no man crossing my barbed wire line. Boots on the barbed wire line, standing where my father stood in his time. Wind may cut and the world may grind, but ain't nobody taking what's rightfully mine. I'll hold this ground till the stars resign. Boots planted firm on the barbed wire line. Yeah. Mama raised me tough with a Bible and grit. Said son, protect the roots or the tree won't fit. Got sweat in the soil from 100 years, and the ghosts of my kin whisper in my ears. They can flash contracts, they can flash gold, but some things can't never be bought or sold. This land's my story, every scar, every sign. I'll fight for it all till the day I die. Boots on the barbed wire line, standing where my father stood in his time. Wind may cut and the world may grind, but ain't nobody taking what's rightfully mine. I'll hold this ground till the stars resign. Boots planted firm on a barbed wire line. They say the world's changing, but I ain't moving. Got the dust, got the backbone, country proving. City boys talk like they run this land, but they ain't never bled word through their hands. I'm the last line standing, the old way breathing. Boot prints deep where the soil keeps speaking. Cross that wire, boy, you better be sure, cause my roots run deep and my wheel runs pure. Boots on the barbed wire line, hit the floor like a warning sign. Every cowboy looks, but she walks the line. Whiskey on her lips, fire in her eyes. She don't play games, she electrifies. Neon flickers when she hits the room. Every heartbeat thumps like a kick drum boom. Don't call her sweetheart, don't call her mine. She's the kind of woman you don't define. She's a saloon queen with a rebel mind. Wild as a wind and twice as hard to find. Dancing in the smoke like she owns the night. Turning broken hearts into barroom light. Yeah, she's fire, she's trouble, she's one of a kind. A saloon queen with a rebel mind. In a midnight grin, boys line up but they never win. She's steel under silk, danger wrapped in lace. Got a 38 smile and a thunder chase pace. Moonlight hitting off a silver spur. Every outlaw talks but they all fear her. She ain't a trophy, she ain't your prize. She'll break you down just by looking in your eyes. She's a saloon queen with a rebel mind. Wild as the wind and twice as hard to find. In the smoke like she owns the night. Turning broken hearts into barroom light. Yeah, she's fire, she's trouble, she's one of a kind. A saloon queen with a rebel mind. Maybe she's running from a past too dark. Maybe she's chasing one last spark. But when she rides out at the break of dawn, the whole damn town feels something gone. Saloon queen with a rebel mind. A legend too wild for the ties that bind. If you ever catch her, boy, don't hold tight. She was born to roam, fade into the night. Yeah, she fire, she's danger, she's state of the art. A saloon queen who'll steal your heart. But he's out the door, steel-toe boots on a factory floor. Sweat on his brow before the day begins. Working that overtime to keep the lights lit in. No headlines, no big spotlights. Just a man old and strong through the hardest nights. They're everyday southern heroes, standing tall where the wind blows. From the fields to the fire trucks rolling fast. From the mamas raising kids with a heart that lasts. Yeah, they don't wear capes, but everybody knows they're everyday southern heroes. She pulls long shifts in her hometown store, smiling like sunshine when it rains some more. Got a kindness strong as the Georgia pines, giving all she can in the toughest times. Yeah. No medals pinned on her name, but she carries this town like a steady flame. They're everyday southern heroes, standing tall where the wind blows. From the fields to the fire trucks rolling fast. From the mamas raising kids with a heart that lasts. Yeah, they don't wear capes, but everybody knows they're everyday southern heroes. Yeah, shout out to the folks
trucks in the back of the line, the ones who grind hard but never shine. Truckers on the road pulling midnight loads, nurses on call when the world feels cold. These are the legends you won't see on stage, but they hold up the South with everyday grace.
They're everyday Southern heroes, quiet strength in the life they chose. When the storms roll in, they never back down. They're the heartbeat keeping rhythm in a humble town. Yeah, the world stands steady cause of folks like those. They're everyday Southern heroes. And everybody knows.
Off the highway the cotton grows, same old mailbox, same gravel road. Years roll by like a runaway train, but the porch lights glowing like it never changed. I left with fire burning in my chest, now I'm back to see what's left. Back to the town I left behind, where the through the pines. Every street's a memory, every face a sign of who I was before the climb. Yeah, sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find the town you left behind. Passed by the diner where my dreams first sparked, windows fogged up from lovers in the dark. Saw my old friend sitting on the hood of a Ford, laughing about nothing like the days before. Funny how the small things hit the hardest, when the years you ran come back the farthest. Back to the town I left behind, where the past still whispers through the pines. Every street's a memory, every face a sign of who I was before the climb. Yeah, sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find. The town you left behind. Yeah, I chased big lights, neon nights, lost myself in the city fights. But home's that place you don't outgrow. It's a heartbeat rhythm only you can know. Now the wind feels warm and the road feels right. Guess the route you plan stay in your sight. Back to the town I left behind, where the truth hits deeper than the grind. I may roam far, but I can't deny this little map dot still my sky. Yeah, after all this time I finally find I still belong to the town I left behind.
There's a whiskey wind blowing through the pines tonight, carrying all the ghosts of the wrongs and rights. Got a flask in my pocket and a fire in my chest, chasing rebel dreams I never could rest. Every mile I walk feels like fate on the line, but I keep moving on with that burning shine. Whiskey wind and rebel dream fueling my heart like kerosene. I'll ride the night where the wild runs free, a little bit of lost and a little bit of me, yeah. Trouble may follow where the moonlight gleams, but I keep chasing whiskey wind and rebel dreams. covered in dust from a long, hard road. Stories in the scars only my soul knows. Got nothing to prove but something to find. A truth hiding somewhere in the back of my mind. Maybe I was born with a runaway heart, but every outlaw path is a brand new start. Whiskey, wind, and rebel dream, fueling my heart like kerosene. I ride the night where the wild runs free. A little bit of lost and a little bit of me, yeah. Trouble may follow where the moonlight gleams, but I keep chasing whiskey, wind, and rebel dreams. Yeah, I'm rolling with the shadows where the night gets deep. Got a promise to myself I ain't breaking the key. Wind talking loud like it knows my name. Whiskey burning warm like a runaway flame. I'm the spark in the dark, the grit and the gleam. Living fast on the edge of a rebel dream. Whiskey, wind, and rebel dreams carry me farther than it ever seems. If the road turns rough or the daylight fades, I'll still chase the fire that the good Lord made, yeah. I'm built for the night and the in-between. Just riding on whiskey, wind, and rebel dreams. Whiskey, wind, and rebel dreams.
Granddad struck a match on a July night. Flames rose up, painting gold on the pines. He said, boy, this world will test your pride, but a strong heart's forged where the sparks collide. I grew up watching embers talk to the sky, learning truth from the smoke, drifting high. Every crackling log sang a lullaby of how a man stands tall when the storms arrive. I was raised by firelight, by the glow of stories in a rural night. Learned to fight, learn wrong from right, with the flames teaching me how to hold on tight. Yeah, the world gets cold, but my soul burns bright, 'cause I was raised by firelight, by firelight. Mama whispered hopes in the embers glow, said son, keep kindness everywhere you go. But daddy carved grit in my shadows line, never back down from protecting what's mine. Those nights shaped the man I became, built on sweat, old scars, and a family name. When life grew heavy, I found my flame in the memory of that fire that never changed. Yeah. I was raised by firelight, by the glow of stories in the rural night. Learn to fight, learn wrong from right, with the flames teaching me how to hold on tight. Yeah, the world gets cold, but my soul burns bright, 'cause I was raised by firelight. Yeah. Campfire crackle was my school of grit. Backwoods lessons in every flicker it lit. Learn to stand tough, learn to commit. Learn that a broken heart ain't the end of it. Those nights taught truth nobody can fake. How to bend, not break, how to give, not take. Still hear the flames when the world shakes. A voice saying, son, you'll be okay. I was raised by firelight, with a guiding flame in the darkest nights. If I lose my way or the road ain't right, I remember the warmth of that ancient sight. Yeah, I walk this world with an endless fire, because I was raised by firelight.
There's a faded diner sitting by the railroad track. Same old neon sign that always flickers back. Miss Linda's pouring coffee like she's done for years. Knows everybody's secrets, every laugh and tear. In a place where the roads are dusty and thin, every stranger's just a friend you ain't met yet again. Small town stories carved in the night, fireflies glowing like street corner lights. Every cracked sidewalk's got something to say, every broken heart still finds its way. Yeah, this little map dot holds big memories. These are small town stories, forever in me. There's a bar on Main Street where the young ones drink, playing outlaw chords with a hip-hop beat. The old folks shake their heads but tap their feet, 'cause truth is truth no matter the melody. Rumors ride fast like the wind through the pines, but loyalty here stands the test of time. Small town stories carved in the night, fireflies glowing like street corner lights. Every cracked sidewalk's got something to say, every broken heart still finds its way. Yeah, this little map dot holds big memories. These are small town stories, forever in me. I may leave, but I won't forget the first love kiss by the county fair steps. Some roads wander, some roads bend, but the ones back home always feel like friends. Small town stories written in stars, turning old dirt roads into memoirs. Maybe I'll roam, but I won't break free. These small town stories still carry me. Yeah, this tiny town shaped who I came to be. All my small town stories, forever in me.